Hi, welcome to Cache Walks.
In this cache walk we're going to be looking at the big blue switch, and we're going to see three really important geocaches, world famous ones. Before May the 2nd, 2000, the GPS satellites could only be used by the US military. Selective availability was used to mask the signals from the GPS satellites in orbit around the Earth. It confused the GPS receiver so it couldn't find your exact position. President Clinton thought that it was too important to have the GPS used only for the military, so he ordered that the degradation be taken off the system. Jason Kim from the National Coordination Office for the Global Positioning System sent us an email to explain what happened. The Secretary of Defense sent the order to the Air Force, whose 2nd Space Operations Squadron, TUSOPS, at Shriver Air Force Base in Colorado operates the GPS on a daily basis. TUSOPS then sent a series of commands to the 24 plus operational satellites in the GPS constellation, telling each one to dial down the ESA, the clock scrambling feature, to a level of 0. Since the ground control antennas can only communicate to the satellites that are currently passing overhead, this process took a number of hours.
Over the years, ground speakers celebrated Blue Switch Day with these souvenirs for your profile page. "10 days after the dial down, Peter McCullough headed out of Rotorua to this rest stop with a red bucket to place the first cache in New Zealand and the first outside of the United States. He walked into the pine forest and placed it in a blackberry bush. A plaque commemorating GC45 is about to be placed nearby. There's a special geocaching community event to celebrate the plaque going in to be held here on the 6th of June. We hope to see you there to earn the souvenir."
Well, the next cache is GC30, better known as Mingo. So come and have a look at this cache and its plaque. "9 days after the dial down, the Kansas stasher put Mingo out in the wild. It is now the oldest geocache in the world."
GC30.
Dad, can I have it?
Let's open it up. Oh, cool.
Dad, I thought that was a real well.
Sweet.
Pathfinder 33 sent these photos of the plaque going in at GC30. The next geocache we're going to show you is the most famous of them all. It's the original stash, GCF, and its plaque. So come and have a look at this one. One day after the dial down, Dave Ulmer put a black bucket out in the woods near his house and geocaching began. The plaque gets many visits. There is a geocache nearby with a log to sign.
Dave videoed the swag going into the bucket.
This bucket is my new invention. Got software, video cassette, some money, cassette recorder, a book, a can of food, some discs. All this stuff is going to become the first GPS stash. Here's the cover that goes on top. And what goes in there is hold on, let's look for it. Here it is, the GPS stash logbook 4300. Really, let's take something, leave something. I'm going to go bury this thing. Here's a list of things in there. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bury this in location and publish the coordinates on the internet, so anybody can come and take stuff out of here and put stuff in it. Leave their note in the logbook, and we're going to see if we can do thousands of these all over the country so people can go find these stashes just via the coordinates.
The cache and its contents were eventually destroyed by a lawnmower. The can of black-eyed peas he put in was found when the plaque was installed. It's now called the OCB, for Original Can of Beans. It's now a trackable with its own log to sign.
There's a old can of beans.
Uh-oh. There you go. There was a remnant of the original. There it is. The infamous can of beans that everybody's been joking about.
This is the first one that you put in here, huh?
Yep, that's an artifact from the old days.
This is the first one.
The first geocache, what do you call that? Swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, original swag.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to trade up for this one here.
Right, there, we'll have to leave that one in there. Alrighty.
Originally, that had some really good things in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read the...
And you're Jeff, right? And I'm Dave Ulmer here. Look at me. I'm one of the guys. There's Don. He was the first finder, or guinea pig finder.
Guinea pig finder.
Guinea pig finder. And this is the site of the first geocache, and it's getting a national monument. You know, pretty soon I'll call this a National Historic Site. You know, in about 100 years.
Well, this brings us to the end of our cache walk. We hope you liked a bit about the Big Blue Switch, found it interesting, and the 3 really famous geocaches. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to go geocaching.